Welcome to English, Please, the podcast where we explore captivating topics in under 10 minutes in clear, intermediate English. I'm your host, Christopher. I live and work in New York City, and I'm a language enthusiast who has always been interested in the best ways to learn a new language. First of all, thanks for listening. As I said in previous episodes, I'm sending occasional newsletters to assist you on your journey to fluency. If you're interested, you can sign up in the show notes. I've been away for the podcast for a little longer than I'd planned. Unfortunately, after a short trip out of town to see family, I got COVID and I was sick for several days. This week, though, things are finally getting back to normal. So, let's go. When people think of New York City, they often imagine tall buildings, busy streets, loud traffic, and big crowds. That is true. New York is one of the busiest cities in the world. But right in the center of the city, in the middle of tall buildings, there is a beautiful, quiet, green space called Bryant Park. As a matter of fact, my company recently moved our offices to a more central location in Manhattan, and it's across the street from Bryant Park. So I'm often in the park before work, after work, or during my lunch break. For many people who live in New York, Bryant Park is one of their favorite places. It's a small park, but it's full of life. People come here to eat lunch, read a book, drink coffee, or just to relax. If you have never visited New York City, Bryant Park might surprise you. It's a peaceful garden in the middle of a busy, noisy city, and it has a long, interesting history. Bryant Park is in Midtown Manhattan, and it's very, very close to famous places like Times Square and the Empire State Building. It's directly behind the main building of the New York Public Library, which has famous stone lions at the entrance that maybe you've seen in photos or in movies. Bryant Park is not very big, only about 9.5 acres or 4 hectares. But it is very popular. Oh, an acre is a unit of area that is used in England, the United States, Canada, and only a few other countries who have had historical connections with England. An acre is smaller than a hectare. The land where Bryant Park now stands has changed a lot over time. In the 1800s, it was used as a cemetery for poor and unknown people. Later, it became the site of the Croton Reservoir, which provided clean water for the city. In 1853, New York held an enormous event there called the Exhibition of the Industry of All Nations, which was similar to the Great Exhibition in London. A large glass building called the Crystal Palace was built to show new technology and ideas. But only a few years after this event, the building was destroyed in a fire. Finally, in 1870, the area was turned into a public park. It was named Bryant Park in 1884 after William Cullen Bryant, an American poet and newspaper editor who supported the arts and free public spaces. If you're interested in reading the work of William Cullen Bryant, I recommend the poem To a Waterfowl. A waterfowl is a kind of bird. You might also enjoy reading the poem The Yellow Violet. A violet is a type of flower. Both of these poems use clear, intermediate-level English, and the messages are simple but powerful. William Cullen Bryant is an important figure in the literature of the United States, and many Americans study his writing at school. In the 1970s and early 1980s, New York City had many problems, including crime, poverty, and a lack of money for public services. You can hear more about this period in episode 19 of the podcast. Bryant Park, like most of the parks in New York City, was not taken care of during this time, and it became dirty and quite dangerous. People were afraid to enter the park, and it was known as a place for drug use and a high amount of crime. Many people thought Bryant Park was lost forever. But in the late 1980s, everything changed. An organization called the Bryant Park Corporation worked very closely with the city and with private companies to clean up and improve the park in order to make it a safe place for everyone to enjoy. Some of the specific things the Bryant Park Corporation did are very interesting. First, they removed walls and thick bushes that enclosed the park. By eliminating these barriers, people were able to see into the park and out of the park, and this made the park feel safer. Next, they added chairs and tables that people could move anywhere they wanted within the park. They also invited cafes and small food stands to operate in the park, so visitors had a reason to spend time there. In addition, they organized free events for the public, like outdoor movies, concerts, and exercise classes. Finally, lighting, park cleaning, and security were all improved to make the park safe and comfortable at all times. These changes made a big difference. By the 1990s, Bryant Park had become one of the most popular parks in New York. After this success, many other organizations began to implement similar changes to improve the conditions of other parks and public spaces in New York City as well as in other cities all over the world. Today, Bryant Park is full of life all year long. In the spring and summer, visitors have picnics, sunbathe, or just relax on the vast lawn in the middle of the park. The events I mentioned before happen even more often now, from yoga classes to concerts to movie nights. There's also a reading room, which is a part of the park where visitors can borrow books and newspapers. Finally, park visitors can play chess, table tennis, pétanque, and other games at no cost. In autumn and winter, Bryant Park becomes a winter village with hundreds of free shops selling gifts, snacks, food, and drinks. There's a large ice skating rink as well, and skating is free if you bring your own skates. Throughout the year, there's also a carousel for children, clean bathrooms with fresh flowers, it's true, and many places to sit. Office workers come for lunch, tourists stop to take photos, and artists sketch or write. As I mentioned, one of the reasons I created this episode is because my office is now across the street from Bryant Park, and I visit almost every day. If you're visiting New York, Bryant Park is easy to find, and I recommend it. It's close to lots of important tourist attractions, but it gives you a chance to slow down, relax, and enjoy the moment. I hope you were able to understand most of the English in this episode. As always, there's a transcript available to help you with your understanding. You can find the link in the episode notes. Try to listen again with the transcript to help you with anything that wasn't clear. Again, I'm Christopher, and I want to invite you to join me in future episodes of English Please to hear about a variety of topics, all focused on helping you with your English. Subscribe now wherever you listen to podcasts, and let's embark on an adventure together in clear, understandable English. Thanks for listening.